anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Calbon. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal. And scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. Can't get worse. All right, so here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so we get another look at Jon Bones Jones here tonight. He immediately takes the center of the octagon. We'll see if he goes to the striking here early. We know he can also grapple with the best of them, but an obvious reach advantage yet again for Jon Bones Jones tonight. 84.5 inches in reach, something that is very difficult for opponents to counter. Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight, you haven't seen 30% of what Jon Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the corner. He mixed it up. He went high with the front guard going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. He's going to guillotine. The guillotine looks like it's locked in. Right now, he's got to be patient. He's got to squeeze, but not too much. He's got to get the guard locked and try to find a submission.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission. You got to be careful here.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Aspinall. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Aspinall. Under 90 seconds to go, round one.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet. And no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut. Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Round two next. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward.
I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, let us get you some replays after that round, and he is definitely dealing with a damaged nose now. We'll see if we can isolate the strike that caused the damage.
Yeah, and there it is, right? It was this one right here that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose. It's not a bad cut. The nose isn't demolished yet, but if he keeps getting hit there, it will be. And then everything becomes very difficult. So what he's got to do is he's got to move. He's got to be smarter in his approach in this next round.
He didn't seem all that phased on the stool. The cut man has stopped the bleeding for now, but we will continue to keep an eye on this developing storyline here as this fight continues.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut man in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse. Guillotine jump. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
High-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Aspinall.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Side control now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Jones's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Well, he's got his back now.
And now he's going to start looking to attack the neck and get the rear naked choke.
All right, hand fighting going on here. Couple of hooks in, trying to get underneath the chin.
It's starting to get deep.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes.
This is a terrible position.
Huge elbow there. Moving his head here on the ground, champ.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back, and it helps him to evade those strikes.
Round 3 next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Came with inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Aspinall goes for the takedown and misses. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Big roundhouse now, just misses.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, that's guillotine there.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
Well, DC, you know how much I love crowning new champions,
Yeah.
and when we get to see these men and women realize these dreams, but to do it at heavyweight, man, just incredible to see this guy realize a UFC title.
And you look at the emotion on his face, you could tell that this is a dream that he has had for a long time, and now it is realized. Congratulations to the champ and his entire team.
And best of luck trying to defend it.
Oh,
by the
yeah,
way.
man, this is volatile. Look, they got a whole bunch of hungry wolves lining up to take that belt.